Good day, everyone. We are from the College of Teacher Education in CAGAYAN State University. We are about to share the topics on our subject Educational Technology 2 regarding Unit 5 and Computer as a Teacher's Tool. Computer as a teacher's handy tool. It can in fact support the constructivist and social constructivist paradigms of learning. The computer serves as a teacher's tool in the sense that the educator uses computers as their instructional materials in supplementing the cognitive development of learners when it comes to technology. Computer has a great help for both the teachers and learners. For teachers, it facilitates the instructional methods and improves their instructional materials. For the learners, it contributes a lot on their cognitive development and learning experiences. What is constructivist? Constructivism, various strategies have been suggested to foster knowledge discovery. Among these is making students engage in gathering unorganized information from which they can induce ideas and principles. According to Jean Piaget's theory, educators focus on their students as learners. Education is learner-centered and constructivist-based to an extent. It allows teachers to view students as individual learners who add new concepts to prior knowledge and construct or build understanding for themselves. While Brunner states its overall view that education should not focus merely on memorizing facts, knowing how something is put together is worth. He wanted to create an educational environment that would focus on what was uniquely human about human beings. Human got that way and how humans could become more so. Piaget's theory and research influenced several educational practices. His theory of child development is studied in pre-service educational programs. Educators continue to incorporate constructivist-based strategies. He was born on August 9, 1896 and died on September 16, 1890. Brunner is an American psychologist who has made significant contributions to human cognitive psychology and cognitive learning theory and educational psychology. He was born on October 1, 1950. What is social constructivism? Social constructivism is an effort to show that the construction of knowledge is governed by historical and social and cultural context. John Dewey believed that students thrive in an environment where they are allowed to experience and interact with the curriculum, and all students should have the opportunity to take part in their own learning. Vygotsky's main work was in developmental psychology, and he proposed a theory of the development of reasoning was mediated by signs and symbols, and therefore contingent on cultural practices and languages as well as universal cognitive processes. Dewey is one of the primary figures associated with the philosophy of pragmatism and is considered one of the founders of functional psychology. He was born on October 20, 1859 and died on June 1, 1952. Vygotsky was a Soviet psychologist, the founder of a theory of human, cultural, and biosocial and developmental, commonly referred to as cultural historical psychology, and leader of the Vygotsky Circle. He was born on October 19, 1896 and died at June 11, 1934. The computer's capabilities. Based on the two learning theories, the teacher can employ the computer as an informative tool, communication tool, constructive tool, co-constructive tool, and situating tool. Internet as an instructional tool. The Internet is a global system of interconnected computer networks to serve billions of users worldwide. The Internet works as an instructional tool by helping both the teachers and the learners. But how? The teacher uses the Internet to add current details on his lesson, to check updates and changes regarding his subject matter. He may also use the Internet through email to interact with his students. The students may ask questions that they cannot understand through chatting with their teacher. The teacher may extend his lesson by posting the subject matter on the Internet, posting video discussing his lesson. For students, the Internet is very useful. If they don't understand the lesson, they may seek computer-assisted instruction or computer-aided instruction. This is tutorial software, programmed through computer and programmed instruction. This instructional software is programmed, developed to deliver or to assist in the learning process. There are 5 types of instructional software. First, drill and practice. Allows learners work problems or answer questions and get feedback on correctness. It's motivating because the kids enjoy being on the computer, and it serves the teacher's time. Teachers can use this software for the replacement of worksheets or even as homework. The best way might even be to help the student prepare for BES. Second is tutorial. This method is most a teacher classroom instruction. The tutorial should not replace the teaching from the teacher. It can be used as an interview of instruction, another learning strategies, and can be used when the teacher is not available. Third one is simulation. This is best described as a computerized model of a real or imagined system that is designed to teach how the system works. There are 2 main types of situations. One that teaches about something and one that teaches how to do something. There are many benefits to using simulations. A few examples are that they compress time, it gets the students involved, it makes experiments safe, makes the possible become possible, it saves money and resources, and it allows for a student to understand complex processes. Fourth is instructional games. Most students like this the most. They have appealing formats and activities and good instructional value. Plus, the students feel like they are planning games but they are actually learning. It makes the classroom fun and the student wants to learn. Lastly is problem solving. This is made up mostly of simulations and instructional games, used for providing opportunities to practice solving various kinds of content area problems. If a student is having a hard time in one subject, this might be a good software to use to help them. Teachers may use this software to teach component skills, provide support in solving problems, and also encourages problem solving. The Internet has become an increasingly important feature of the learning environment for teenagers. Internet as an essential study aid outside the classroom, and the Internet increasingly has a place inside the classroom. Distance learning. Distance learning is also distance education. Distance education is that education information and instruction is taught to learners who are physically distanced from the source of that information and instruction. Distance education is also called distance learning because it provides learning chances to people who could not afford time or money for traditional classes or who live in remote areas far from schools. In addition to working with the web, the learners may be asked to send email messages, subscribe to the mailing list, or participate in news group and online video conferencing. Internet for authentic activities. What is authentic activities? Authentic activity is learning based on experimentation and actions. Authentic learning typically focuses on real-world complex problems and their solutions using role-playing exercises, problem-based activities, case studies, and participation in virtual communities of practice.
Authentic learning are motivated to proceed despite initial disorientation or frustration as long as the exercise simulates what really course the social interaction.
What is using the Internet as a communication tool? Through email, the Internet has replaced to a large degree of postal service because of the speed and convenience by which communication is made possible and which we prepare. Email or electronic mail is communication through the electronic communication system.
What is inquiry? An inquiry is any process that has the aim of augmenting knowledge, resolve doubts, or solving a problem. A theory of inquiry is an account of various types of inquiry and assessment of the way that each type of inquiry achieves its aim.
The World Wide Web and Web Exploration Tools. The World Wide Web interconnects information sources by way of hypermedia links, spatial software called a browser. It is required to connect to and interpret the protocol used by web servers. A browser provides a graphic interface so that following links from one web page to another is very easy and allows interactive involvement with a full range of hypermedia text, images, video, or audio.
When using the web as an inquiry tool, there is a typically an exploratory phase. During this phase, the learner is looking around to try to see what useful resources might be available.
Locating information by browsing and searching. Browsing is based on hierarchical directory of headings and subheadings. To locate information, you select from these headings until you get to a listing of links appropriate to your interest. The browsing examples are the Yahoo, Google, Opera Mini, or Safari. Searching involves the use of an online database. A user submits a query and then examines websites that match the terms provided in query.
The Internet can be used to deliver a variety of learning resources. Our focus is mostly on resources that can be used in traditional classrooms, but the interest in tutorial is growing.
Constructing knowledge involves the opportunity to critically analyze information, dialogue with others about its meaning, reflect upon how the information fits within a personal belief and value structure, and arrive at a meaningful understanding of that information. By using the tools of the Internet, web pages, email, bulletin boards, and chat rooms, you can work together with learners to solve problems, argue about interpretation, and negotiate meanings. Thank you for watching. Hope you like it.